Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. We are back in the SSS headquarters and yeah, want to decorate some rooms first thing. I got a toy aircraft for Lloyd. This looks good, right? New decoration was added to Lloyd's room. While at the SSS building, Lloyd and the others decided to take a break from their duties. After a cursory check-in with CPD headquarters, they each retired to their respective rooms to rest. Ugh, got that out of the way. Be nice if I could just take a quick nap, but I guess that's not going to happen. Hey Lloyd, are you there? Yeah, I am. Oh, it's you, Kia. I thought you were going out. What are you doing back so soon? I just forgot something, is all. But then I got a feeling you were home, so I came to say hi. Oh, look at all the new stuff you got! Is that interesting? I guess they're not things you'd normally find in someone's room. Nope. Huh? This is called a model, right? Like the car you have over there? Doesn't look like an orbital airship though, the shape's all different. You're right, it's a fictional flying machine from a graphic novel. They call it an airplane. It doesn't run on orbital energy, but in the story, it can soar through the sky like a bird. Oh, I want to ride one someday. But you said it's fictional, huh? That means it's not real, right? Oh, well, as far as I know, yeah. Pretty sure it's impossible to fly without orbital energy anyway. And again, it's hard to imagine, but maybe someone out there really has built something like this before. Oh hey, what's that then? That? It's a punching bag. There's a bunch of sand inside and you can use it to practice your punches and kicks. It's no substitute for actual boxing, but it's nice for some light training. Oh, I get it. They make it like that so it doesn't hurt you when you hit it, right? Exactly. She always catches on quick, doesn't she? I can tell she's getting smarter by the minute. Kia? Light! Kia, are you alright? That was fun. That thing is great. I know what you mean. Now that I think about it, my brother used to have one in this room too. It was a lot bigger and heavier though. I remember how much it hurt when I tried to punch it. Maybe it would be better if I got the real deal instead. Hey Lloyd, can I play with this when you aren't home? It'll be perfect for practicing my tackles. Okay, as long as you don't hurt yourself, okay? I guess I'll keep this one for a little while longer. Completed Lloyd's decoration collection. Anyone else? Not Randy? Not Vazi? Not the chief? Ellie? I know I have something for Tio, but Tio isn't here, and I have something for Kia. I got a stuffed plush here that Kia would probably love to bits. I think I'll go and give it to her. Lloyd looked for Kia and gave her the stuffed plush as a gift. Wow, is this for me? Thank you so much, Lloyd. You're very welcome. Yep, this looks good. A new decoration was added to Kia's room. The shining pom plush, yeah? Alright. But we want to do something else. Namely, our other quest, big quest at Tangram Gate. Here we are, Tangram Gate. If I'm not mistaken, this is where you were stationed before joining the SSS, right now? Yeah, it was. This gate here is to guard our border with the Republic. And as we've established, the new commanding officer is Deputy Commander Douglas. Good old Duggo, huh? It's been a while since I last saw him. We shouldn't keep him waiting then. Don't forget that we have an urgent support request to attend to. Let's make our way to his office on the second floor. Our new Deputy Commander Douglas is a pretty sociable guy. I'd go so far as to say he's the shining example of what every guardsman aspires to be. But when it comes to work, he can get pretty strict. Demonically strict. Good to see you, Sergeant Major Seeker. Hello, Damon. Is something wrong? Well, no, not wrong per se. It's just seeing you out of uniform caught me off guard a bit, is all. Oh, that's right. I've never worn this outfit at Tangram Gate before, have I? Sorry about that. I guess it was kind of inconsiderate of me showing up here in my plain clothes. Don't apologize. I was just thinking you look really nice. Oh, don't we know his new little number has got our honorable guardsmen here all hot and bothered? Excuse me? No, of course not. My apologies, Sergeant Major. That was out of line. Please, Randy, it's bad enough when you tease me in the city. Do you have to do it at Tangram too? To think I'd be caught off guard just by the change of clothes. I'm clearly in desperate need of more training. My apologies, Sergeant Major. It won't happen again. Well, okay. How is training going to help you not get flustered around girls? Let's see now, where's the bus to cross the city? Jeez, transfers are so bothersome. Situation normal. Our security arrangements for the trade conference are 100% foolproof. Driving all the way to Tangram Hill has me dog-tired. I suppose I'll go see what kind of grub they've got in the mess hole. To the east of here is Tangram Hill. It acts as a buffer zone between Crossbell and Calvert. The area sees a regular stream of orbital cars and buses traveling to and fro. It's little wonder those kind of vehicles are even more popular in Calvert than they are in Crossbell. Cool. That's the stuff. We've got some training exercise later, so I have to make sure I get a good meal in. I want a general store, so I came to Crossbell to stock up on some wares. This side is a crossroad of the Muria, so the selection is second to none. I can hardly wait to see what I'll find. The new Deputy Commander is quite a fascinating fellow. He and Commander Bales are both dependable sorts, but where the latter is cool and collected, he's much more fiery about taking the reins. Either way, it's good to know that CGF still has capable fellas like him up their sleeves. Oh, the car magazine. March on, wild soldier! Is at ease on the barrel. Guard paintwork. It's almost time for Arconceal's next big show. Tickets have already begun to sell out everywhere you look. Suppose I just have to make peace with not being able to go. Again. I'm a huge fan of Ilya Platier, but as much as I want to see her perform, I'll have to make peace with not being able to go. Again. Deputy Commander Douglas was once relegated from the CGF to a police academy, where he stayed for a long time. It was Commander Bales who requested that he be reinstated into the Guardian Force. I think she made a wonderful decision. Very glad to have a Deputy Commander back. Deputy Commander Douglas has quite the reputation of being an excellent guardsman back in the day. We couldn't be more happy to have him working with us again. And a cookbook. Delicious Hot Pots. Earthenware edition is potting around on a barrel. Learn the recipe for Tide of Plenty Hot Pot. Tangram Hill makes for a beautiful view, stretching out as far as the eye can see. Gazing across it, you'd never know it was home to several historical battles. Nevertheless, I find the scenery utterly captivating. My longtime buddy Brute is stationed at Belgard Gate over at the Erebonian border. His unit recently finished its rehabilitation training. Things were touch and go for a while there, but it's a relief to know he's fully recovered. Okay, we knew that already because we were there. Is here still a treasure chest? Yes. Jumping gears. Holy crap, is that a mother-hacking Gargaf reference? Ah, the pre-trails, the Legend of Heroes series. Minus 100 evasion. Sure, Wendy never evade but gets stronger. Fine by me. So, Commander Douglas, or Deputy Commander. There you are. Oh. Reporting for duty, Deputy Commander. As you were, Sergeant Major Seeker. How is the transfer to the SSS treating you? I'm learning more and more every day, sir. Haha, glad to hear it. I'm confident your experience with them will prove most useful to you in the future. Keep at it. Noel, would he happen to be... Ah, where are my manners? I haven't given you a proper introduction yet. I'm Douglas, the recently appointed Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force. I've heard all about your group from Commander Bales. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pleased to meet you too, sir. He certainly looks the part. You seem like you've been holding up pretty well, Doggo. Same to you, Randy. Thank you for your help retraining the guardsmen at Belgard Gate. Oh, and Lloyd, it's good to see you again. You've made quite the name for yourself solving a cult incident. It's good to see you too. I was pretty surprised to hear my old instructor become a new deputy commander. The memories of being put through the ringer by Douglas the Demon came rushing back to me. Hey now, those days are behind me. No sense in bringing up my old nickname. I'm a grown man, it's embarrassing. You must have been a notoriously strict instructor at the police academy to have earned that moniker. At any rate, let's leave the past in the past. I summoned you here today for business, not to catch up. That's right, something about a training exercise, right? Precisely. The goal of this exercise is for us, the CGF, to beat some combat sense into you, the SSS. We'll see if you have what it takes to survive through my special program. Wait, the training isn't for the guardsmen but for us? The guardsmen will gain valuable experience from it too, naturally. I've already hashed it out with the CPD's top brass. On paper, this is an official joint training exercise. So what you're telling me is that we got dragged out here for a combat drill, not a support request? Work is work, wouldn't you say? My men are ready to begin at any time. The only thing we're waiting on is you. It may be wise for us to use this chance to prepare beforehand then. I would recommend double-checking our Enigma 2s. Or we could begin immediately if you prefer. Which will it be? Begin. We're good to go. Excellent. Oh, and Sergeant Major Seeker, I don't want to see you holding back against your fellow guardsmen. Understood? Facing off with your old comrades might teach you a thing or two. Sir, yes, sir. We'll start at once then. Meet me in the parking lot outside Special Support Section. Quest CGF training exercise started. Now let us begin the Douglas Method training program. Are both sides ready? The guardsmen are prepared, sir. Same goes for the Special Support Section. Very good. The rules are as follows. In the upcoming fight, the SSS is prohibited from utilizing arts of any kind. Wait a moment. Only we are not allowed to use arts? Does it put us at a major disadvantage? So this is the Douglas method I heard so much about, huh? Indeed. The exercise is meant to test your prowess at fighting under adverse conditions. By ripping you out of your comfort zone, I aim to teach you to adapt to the unexpected. I'm starting to understand why they call this man a demon. This should spice things up, at least. I suppose we don't have any choice but to comply? No more comments, I take it? In that case, everyone, to your positions. Sir, yes, sir! Our opponents are trained guardsmen, and to make matters worse, we can't use any arts. Stay sharp, SSS. We'll find a way to overcome this hurdle. Understood. Begin. Do they even have arts? Battle Skull. Guardsman Halberd. CGF soldier stationed at Tangram Gate excels at close range combat with a unique halberd. And immune to sleep, confuse, faint, and death. Good. No sleep. On the battle scope for you. Guardsman Assault Rifle, stationed at Tangram Gate, excels at long-range combat with a rifle. Here, Crush Bomb. Arts. 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 Yosh. Delay. You get an area through? Okay, it's not very strong. Gorgon's Breath? Please don't petrify me. Of course he petrified Randy. Another Gorgon's Breath. Oh yeah, Randy is dead because that was a petrified.
Yosh.
Diving Bomb. Only bullet.
Yosh.
And Wendy is petrified again. Softening ointment.
Thanks.
Death Storm.
これで終わりだ。
よーしや私の番ね。行くわよ、食らいなさい。
俺の番だ。
行きます。はあ、これで一安心ですね。
I just hope that didn't give any DP removal for letting Randy die, because that with a Petrify was just plain unfair. Enough. Not bad. Even without us, you guys are pretty tough. We managed to survive that one without your help. There have been instances in the past where I ran out of EP in the middle of battle, but not being able to utilize arts from the start is a true challenge. I wonder if this is how the Liberians felt during the orbital shutdown phenomenon a little over a year ago. You've managed to clear stage 1 of the Douglas method. Moving onward to stage 2, you will now have to fight without the use of crafts. You're telling me there's more? And now we can't even use crafts? Oh, I'm sure the story SS can figure out some way to manage. Consider this another opportunity to gain valuable experience. Now back up and take a crack at it. This is taking things a little far, Deputy Commander. Alright, guardsmen, up and at them. Both squads prepare for combat. Yes, sir. Not being able to use crafts is going to be rough, but we can use arts to our advantage this time. Let's combine them with our regular attacks and pull through. Begin.
速攻で蹴りをつける。はあ。よっしゃ。
Okay, arts. Mm.
私の番ですね。はあ、
やっ。
サンクス。ほら。
俺の番だな。
And Lloyd is petrified. Softening ointment.
ありがとう。
さてと。エニグマ、駆動。
おっしゃ。ぜ
行きます。や
俺の番だな。
That was the impede quad.
行くぜ。
And thanks, Vazi, for the
行きます。そっか。
よし。
impede is weak.
さてと。助かります。
俺の番だな。
行きます。や
おっしゃ。ぜ
任せてくれ。任せてくれ。
よーし。はあ、今だわ。みんな行くわよ。イエス。
Yeah, Randy can't participate because he's still sealed.
や
俺の番だな。駆動。はっ。よし、この調子で行くぞ。
Enough. Are they for real? How are they this strong? Oh, that was just as tough as I imagined it would be. You're right. It made me appreciate just how important crafts are when it comes to combat. The important part is we got through it in one piece. So, how was that, you hard ass? Impressive, actually. It seems you've become quite a fighter, Orlando. That being the case, you should have no qualms with moving on to stage 3 of the Douglas method. On your feet, guardsmen! Assume final training positions. Sir, yes, sir! He doesn't mean... Are we about to find out how you earned that nickname? Douglas the Demon. If he really is the CGF's strongest guardsman, then we're in for a heck of a fight. Be careful, everyone. We can't afford to let our guard down for even just an instant. Haha! You've really grown into your leadership role, haven't you, Lloyd? That's what I like to see. Now, let us conclude our training program with one last cumulative assessment. Use everything at your disposal to bring me to my knees. If you can, that is. Now you're speaking my language. Here they come.
手強いぞ気をつけろ
了解です無駄です
Ow.
電磁ネット投射
よし
任せろほらよ
Deputy Commander Douglas, Deputy Commander of the CGF station at Tangram Gate, a heavy hitter known for his intense combat drills and immune to all status effects. And when he's petrified,
私の
and
番
Noel is petrified, softening
助
ointment,
かります行きます
softening ointment.
俺の番だな
任せろ
やあ私の番ね行くわよ食らいなさい行きますやあ
Ow.
まずいな
まだやれる
なんとかしないと助かります
Ooh.
まずい催眠弾発射
まずいな
ありがとう
ええ
おっしゃ
私の番ですは
手こずっ
私の番ねえに
ありがとう
任せろ
さてと
サンクス
よーしやあ
Step down doesn't work on him either, so
ミキサーこれはどう上出来かしら
ナイスファイト
Tear Bomb, EP Charges, and Spirit Breaker. We did it! That's impossible. Even the Deputy Commander couldn't beat them? Good effort. Well, he looks like we barely made a dent in him. You're as tough as ever, Duggo. Oh, I'll be feeling it tomorrow, don't you worry. The only upper hand I've ever truly had in battle is my stamina. How modest of you. Too modest, Deputy Commander. I tip my hat if I had one. Regardless, this officially concludes our training program. Back to your posts, guardsmen. Yes, sir! Good work, SSS. You've done well. but let's not loiter around out here. We can continue our conversation back in my office. Right. Thank you again for agreeing to our training exercise. I think the guardsmen gained a lot of valuable experience today. It was a pleasure, Deputy Commander. The SSS learned a lot too. Damn, Vodugger, you sure haven't softened up with age. That took me back to the beatdown you gave me during my first training exercise. I can tell you've been making strides since then, Orlando. You've even mastered the stun halberd tricks I taught you. Sure, they've been incorporated into the Randy School of Hard Knocks, complete with extra style and flair. So the Deputy Commander was the one who taught you how to use a stun halberd? You must owe him quite a lot, Randy. Well, Orlando, he refused to wield a rifle, so decided to focus his training elsewhere. It paid off. He was able to make a name for himself at Belgrade with just a stun halberd. The former commander didn't take too kindly to that, though. As a matter of fact, he despised you for it. Ah, you know how it is. Rules and I have never mixed well. Luckily, the SSS is way more my speed, so the transfer worked out. And we have a Deputy Commander here to thank for that, for better or worse. Sounds like shipping you off to the police academy was a real fatal case of mismanagement. The only reason it happened was because the former commander was in charge up until his dismissal after the cult incident. The fact that the guardsmen had so much trust and respect for Deputy Commander Douglas probably didn't help matters. There's no need to talk me up, though I'm inclined to agree that he saw me as an eyesore. After I was moved to the police academy, I focused on nurturing young talented people who could reform our corrupt organization. In retrospect, maybe all of it turned out for the best. I was able to make an impact on future guardsmen and police officers before they could be tainted by the system. That's fair, but I still think you were way too strict back then. You even made friends cry a few times. I nearly forgot about that. Wouldn't you say it was worth it in the end, though? Anyway, a lot's happened since those days, and one way or another, I'm back with the CGF. That makes us colleagues working together to protect the future of Crossbow State. Indeed it does. We have to make sure we pull our weight. The SSS still has a lot to learn, so your patience is very much appreciated. There's no need to be modest. All of you are more than capable enough. You've been doing a stellar job of making old Sergei's crazy idea pay off, I'd say. Old Sergei? You've met our chief? Met him? Bit more than that. I owe a lot to him and Sonia for everything they've done for me in the past. The least I could do was help set them up before they got married. Married? Commander Bales and Chief Sergei? Well, that is a twist. Whoa, back up a sec. You can't just drop a bombshell like that out of nowhere. Did they never tell you? Then again, it has been about 5 years since the divorce. Those were busy times. Sergei was demoted around the same time Sonia moved up. Now I'm starting to get it. They hit the kind of rough patch only two married professionals can have. Commander Bales was... I had no idea. I always did get a sort of weird vibe whenever they were around each other. Guess this solves that mystery. Would you all get it together? Seriously, have some respect. I can't blame her for being curious though. Maybe I shouldn't have let that one slip. Just so we're clear, you didn't hear any of this from me. Better yet, you never heard any of it at all. In any case, thank you for your participation today. I'll put another request if I think of any more ways we can collaborate. Sure, we'll be looking forward to it. Quest CGF training exercise complete. About that confidential matter just now, could I ask you to make sure it doesn't leave this room? Of course, Baby Commander. We'll be sure to keep this on the down... Damn, just wait until Teotot gets a load of this. Naturally, it wouldn't be right to keep you out of the loop. You guys, at least wait until we leave a room! Ideas help me. Huh? Oh. Because it's technically outside, yeah? Oh. Could this be the call from another division? Lloyd Bennings of a special support section speaking. Guess who? I know you haven't forgotten the sound of my voice, detective.
ミシェルさん
Of course not, Mikkel. To what do I owe pleasure? Ah, that only took you one try. That intuition of yours is sharper than ever. Or maybe you're just longing to hear my sultry tones.
いえミシェルさん以
Not
外に該
exactly.
当者が
You
思
were
いつか
top
な
name
かっ
on
た
my
だ
list
け
of
で
suspects. The only one, in fact.
ひょっとして
Is this about
そちらに
Kia?
伺ってる
She's
キ
still
アの
over
こと
there
で
at
す
the
か
guild branch, right? Oh, yeah, about that. She and Shizuko went to the harbor district to play. That police butcher of yours, Sight, was it? He was with them, so I figured it was all fine and dandy.
ああ
Oh yeah, if
Sight
Sight's
and
looking after the girls, I don't think we have
Shizuko
anything to
don't
worry
like
about.
this.
Got to know, got to know. I'd heard a lot about that little pup, you know? Well, little isn't a word after seeing him in person. Do you think he's really one of those divine woes of cross-battle myth? I'm not sure about that. Sight is special, but I don't think he's a living legend or anything. Anyway, did you just want to touch base with us about Kia? No, actually. There was something else I wanted to tell you, kiddos. Or, well, Arius did anyway. He was looking to exchange a little bit of information with the SSS. He should be back at the branch later this evening. Think you can swing by?
夕方ですか
Tonight? Yeah, but shouldn't be a
それだったら
problem.
大丈夫かと情報交換
Does
と
what
いう
have
こ
to
と
do
は
with a trade conference?
やはり通商会議
That too, but he also wants to talk with you about Heiyue and the Red Constellation.
わか
Got
りました
it.
一通り用事を
We'll
済ま
head
せ
over as soon as we're done with our
そちらに伺います
requests for the day. Sure thing. We'll be waiting.
遊撃士協会のミシェルさんからみたいね。
That's what's Mickey from the Bay is a guild, right?
何かあったのかよ
Something up.
いや
Sort of.
情報交換
The
の
boys
申
just want
し
to exchange intel with us. Lloyd gave the others the details of what he and Mikkel discussed.
ヘイゆえと赤い
So this is about Heiyue and the Red Constellation too, huh?
確かにアリオス
I guess
の
if
おっさん
anyone
なら
would know about what's going on out of state, it would be Arios.
渡りに
It's a
船かも
tempting
しれない
offer if you ask me.
それじゃあ今
So, should we head back to the
クロスベ
city?
ル市に戻るのかいいや
Actually,
アリ
Arius
オスさ
isn't
んが
going to
戻って
be
くる
back
の
at the
も
branch
夕方らしい
until this evening.
それまではこちらの
We
用
can
事を
continue
済ませ
taking
てい
care
れ
of
ば
our
大丈夫
business
だ
until then.
赤い星座の情報は
We did manage to gather a good deal of information about the Red Constellation,
せっかく車があ
but
る
we
か
may as well take a
まだ
car and
いろいろ
ask around a
回って
few
も
more
良さそうね
places.
それでは用事を
That sounds like a
済
good
ませた
idea.
ら東
We can
側
head to
に
the
ギル
guild
ド
on
に行き
East
ましょう
Street once we're done. Oh, we managed to get some good training in thanks to you. The SS can really hold their own, huh? Wouldn't mind going another round if you ever got the chance. Who would have guessed that Sergeant Major Seeker and the SS could put up a fight against Deputy Commander Douglas? I suppose I shouldn't doubt the key players in stopping the cult incident, though. Honestly, that was impressive. That training exercise we did was a fantastic experience. I have to make use of what I learned from it while I'm on duty. Deputy Commander Douglas's training exercises are always like that. They're harsh, but that's something you have to get used to as a CGF guardsman. Nothing caps off a training session better than a meal. I had a bite to eat before we started too, but I just had to get another. Even the grossest rations taste great after a workout. Nothing caps off a training session better than a meal. Deputy Commander Douglas was Good. Then back to
Yes.
crossbow,
どこに行こうかな
where we end the episode.
さあ行くぞよし着いたぞ
With that, I say then, Until next time, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.